Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. In this session, we are going to provide you UPSC Civil Services Prelims Examination 2022 answer key for Geography and Environment section. In this particular section, we will only provide you brief answer key, and thereafter we are going to provide you detailed analysis of all the modules of this prelims examination. Okay, so that you will be able to calculate and verify the answers quickly after this examination. So let us first of all look into the questions from geography section. Total around 14 questions were from the geography section, largely from the mapping section, and from environment section total around 18 questions were there. Together this we can say amounts to 32 questions. Let's quickly one by one find out the answers of these questions. Yes, which one of the following lakes of the West Africa has become dry and turned out to be desert? Now this was in news last 1 year, 2 years. Several studies have been carried out that in West Africa, in Mali, this Lake Fugubin has turned into a desert. Okay, so there was a lake, but because of excess evaporation and the pollution, what happened is there is completely the lake has vanished and it has turned into a desert there. Okay, remember this is part of Mali state in a country in West Africa. Okay, so answer is B here. Then Gandikota Canyon of South India was created by which of the following river? Look at the photograph. The picturesque canyon is formed by river Pennar in Kadapa district of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so this particular landform is formed by the Pennar river, which is east flowing river in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so this is the answer again, C here of this particular question. Next, yes, match the following. So it is talking about the peaks and the mountains in which this peak is located. So yes, Namcha, see all these are mentioned in NCERT. Then Namcha Barwa, it is located in Arunachal Pradesh. Here at this particular location, basically the Brahmaputra enters into India. So it is not located in Garhwal Himalaya. This is Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas are the part of Uttarakhand. Okay, so this is Kumaon Himalayan and this is Garhwal Himalaya. It is part of Uttarakhand. It is Western Himalaya. So of course it is incorrect. Then Nanda Devi, Kumaon Himalaya. This is correct. Nanda Devi is part of this region. Pittorgarh, Bageshwar and Chamoli district together, Nanda Devi National Park is located in this part, and we can say that it is located in Kumaon Himalaya. So we can say second is correctly matched. Then Nokrek is not in Sikkim, it is located in Meghalaya. We have Nokrek Biosphere Reserve, right? So it is also incorrectly matched. So 2 only is the correct answer here, B. Fine. Now moving on. The term Levant, often heard in the news, roughly corresponds to which of the following region? Now this part of West Asia and east border of Mediterranean Sea. See here, this is Mediterranean Sea and the eastern border of margin of this Mediterranean Sea. The land which is there, it is called as Levant. Okay, so which countries are located here? Syria, Jordan, Israel, Lebanon, all these are, we can say, part of this Levant region. Right, so many a times it is in news because of the regional conflict and all these things happening there. So you should remember it is region along the eastern Mediterranean shores. A is the correct answer. Again, world mapping part we can say. Then, yes, consider the following countries and which of the above have borders with Afghanistan. We were expecting this question last year. In Afghanistan, several developments happened. Taliban took control of Afghanistan. So we are expecting question from mapping. Even in classroom, the Hindu newspaper analysis, we emphasized on this. So look at this map. You can see that which countries are having border with Afghanistan. One is Turkmenistan, then Uzbekistan, then Tajikistan. These three are having, yes, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. We can say these three are having the border. This Kyrgyzstan is not having the border. You can see it is not having border with Afghanistan, and Azerbaijan is long away. You can see Azerbaijan-Armenia conflict happens. It is located in North and South Caucasus Mountains. So of course that is not the answer. So 1 and 2 are removed, 3, 4, 5. So we can see that option C is the correct answer here. 3, 4, 5. Again, world mapping part. So I was telling you that so many questions are there from mapping India part as well as world mapping. So C is the correct answer in this particular case. Now how can you use the elimination method here? So if you know that Kyrgyzstan is not having border with Afghanistan, so what you can do is you can eliminate 1, A, B and D option. Or simply, if you do not know about Kyrgyzstan, but if you know about the Azerbaijan, that it is far away from Afghanistan, you can eliminate first, simply you can mark the C correct answer, even if you do not know the borders of other Central Asian countries with Afghanistan. Fine. So it is used, elimination method can be used here. Yes. So with reference to following statement, then we have to find the correct statement here about monazite sand. Monazite is the source of rare earth metals. This is correct. So rare earths are an important component of monazite sands. Then also it is containing the radioactive material named thorium. Huge amount of thorium reserves are there in India along both coast. So it is naturally occurring along, we can say, coastal sands of India, both eastern as well as western, but it is largely, or the highest concentration is along the Kerala coast. So don't get confused, it is found everywhere on the Indian coast. So that is answer is correct here. 3 statement is correct. In India, government bodies only can process and export. This is also true. Why? Because thorium is there. No, radioactive material is also, we can say that present. So because of that, only Department of Atomic Energy is having authority, and which, let's say, public sector undertakings. So India Rare Earth Limited, this is having responsibility to extract and process and export, we can say that of this monazite sands, the thorium from monazite sand. So this aspect many students miss on this. They know about rare earth, or we can say thorium and their distribution, but this aspect is missed on, and they may get confused between 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, but the answer here is D, all of them. Okay. Then in the northern hemisphere, the longest day, very simple, basic, from 6th standard NCERT itself, longest day is basically found in northern hemisphere on summer solstice. On summer solstice, what we observe exactly on we can say that north pole, north geographic pole, we have 24-hour day. So longest day is observed on basically this is first half, they are saying second half of the month of June. Okay, so B is the correct answer. It is 21st June, summer solstice. Summer solstice. Okay, very simple question. Everyone must have got this correct answer. Then, if a major solar storm or solar flare reaches to the earth, which of the following are the possible effects? So when we learn about geomagnetism in the geography, we talk about this impact of solar storms. Last year again it was in news because due to solar storms several things happened. Elon Musk satellites were also affected because of solar storm. That's why it was in news. Okay, so yes, of course GPS navigation systems could fail. This is correct answer. The first option is correct here. Now tsunami could occur in equatorial region. Try to understand tsunamis, or let's say why tsunamis happens. Basically largely due to endogenic factors, that is, we can say tectonic factors from inside the earth and not the celestial we can say forces. So we can say it is incorrect. Okay, then if you eliminate 2 from the options, you can see 2, this elimination, C is the correct answer. This is how elimination method should be also used, the logic should be also used. Yes, power grids can be felt. Yes, aurora's phenomenon, beautiful phenomenon is observed. Forest fire is, we can say, is not linked to solar flares. Basically, it is not having directly heat transported inside the Earth's atmosphere. Rather, they are charged particles. Now orbits of satellites could be affected, yes, that is true, and shortwave radio communication is also affected, that is also true. Okay, so 1, 3, 4, 6, 7 only is the correct answer here. Next, again you can see that the question is related to tree producing states, so generally known as tea producing states. So see the mains syllabus or mains examination syllabus of geography. So there you find the crops and let's say distribution of resources, agro-based industries, everything is part of geography, economic geography. So here also we can say tea and coffee producing states of India you should be aware about. So yes, Kerala is there, Himachal Pradesh is there, and Tripura is there. Now this year UPSC has adopted new approach to ask the question like only one state, only two states, or only one pair, only two pairs, or only three pairs are correct. Such kind of statements are written. So that means basically we cannot eliminate from this. The elimination method cannot be used in such kind of question. Earlier they used to have 1 and 2 only, or 1, 2, 3 only. So यहाँ पे आपको एलिमिनेशन मेथड यूज करने में इजी जाता है, यहाँ पे वो एलिमिनेशन मेथड यूज नहीं सकते. कौन से दो, कौन से तीन आपको स्पेसिफिकली पता होना चाहिए, right? So you need to know specifically about them. So Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Tripura, all three, only 3 states. So C is the correct answer. Andhra Pradesh is not known for, we can say, tea. Rather, there are some of the tribal people, they have started, we can say, coffee cultivation, like Araku Valley in Andhra Pradesh, very famous for coffee cultivation. So you should know about tea and coffee cultivation. Then next, again you can see the match the following type of question and mapping aspect. Every year UPSC almost asks about question related to lakes, reservoirs, lakes and reservoirs, man-made, artificial lake and all. So yes, this question is again related to match the following type of question. Every year UPSC is asking questions related to lakes, reservoirs and their location, whether or we can say across which river. So this particular question is talking about the man-made reservoirs across certain rivers and location in the states, and they are asking about not correct. Students should carefully read the command of the question here, not correctly matched, and they are asking about 1 pair, 2 pair. So here again elimination method will not work. So Ghat Prabha, so this is incorrectly matched. Ghat Prabha is across Ghat Prabha river and it is not located in Telangana, rather it is located in Karnataka. Gandhi Sagar is across Chambal river and this is correctly matched, it is located in Madhya Pradesh, while Indira Sagar is incorrectly matched, not in Andhra Pradesh, rather it is located in MP and it is across Narmada river. So it is incorrectly matched again. Then Maithon is not located in Chhattisgarh, Maithon is across Baraka river. It is part of, we can say that, what we can say, yes, Damodar Valley Corporation, DVC, one of the project we can say Maithon dam is there and it is located in Jharkhand. So the question is asking about incorrectly matched or not correctly matched. So how many pairs are like there? 3 pairs are not correctly matched. So C is the correct answer here. Then consider the following statement. High clouds primarily reflect solar radiation and cool the surface of the earth. Now many students may not know about this, how let's say clouds at different level, like we have the dark clouds like cumulonimbus clouds, nimbus clouds near the ground surface, and then there are stratus clouds and cumulus clouds, and then there are stratus clouds. So high clouds like stratus clouds primarily reflect the solar radiation. This is incorrect statement. Rather they do not reflect, we can say they are transparent. They are transparent and therefore we can say that they warm the surface of the earth. Okay, so it is not cooling, rather it is warming. While the low clouds which are dense, they have high absorption infrared radiation emanating from the earth's surface. This is also incorrect. It is exactly opposite of it. Rather we can say that it is obstructing the incoming rays. Low clouds are obstructing the incoming rays and because of that it is cooling. It is cooling the earth's surface. So that's why we have to find the correct statement. Neither 1 nor 2 is the correct statement in this particular case. D is the correct answer. Then with reference to UN Convention on Law of Seas, so in oceanography we learn about UNCLOS. So these statements are directly from the exact statements of this UNCLOS, Law of Seas. If you Google or just simply type, you will find the exact statements that are there in this convention written. Okay, and all of these statements, like coastal state has right to establish breadth of territorial sea up to 12 nautical miles. This is correct. Up from baseline up to 12 nautical miles, it is territorial sea. Then beyond that 12 nautical miles, it is contiguous sea. And from baseline to 200 nautical miles, it is EEZ, exclusive economic zone. Yes, in territorial sea, the innocent passage is allowed by all, let's say, ships of all countries. Then exclusive economic zone is up to 200 nautical miles. This is also true. So that's why we have to find the correct statement. 1, 2, 3, all are correct statements here. Then, yes. Which one of the following statement best reflects the issue with Senkaku Islands? Again, you can see that it is related to world mapping aspect or simply international relations aspect is also there. And whenever such kind of locations are asked, you should immediately locate them on the map of the world. So Senkaku Islands, you can see the location in East China Sea. Disputed Senkaku Islands or Diaoyu Islands. Okay, so they are located in East China Sea, and you can see here in South China Sea there are Paracel Islands. Okay, their dispute is between the Southeast Asian nations and China, and these Senkaku Islands are disputed between China and Japan. Okay, so you can see here China and Japan engage in maritime dispute over these islands in East China Sea. This is the correct answer, B. Then consider the following pairs. Region often mentioned in news and country. Basically these regions, again world mapping part, they are in news due to political unrest in the country. Political unrest in the country. So recently, last 1 year, 2 years, like Catalonia, there was referendum. Basically it is not located in Italy, it is part of Spain. Okay, Anatolia, this is correct, it is part of Turkey. Amhara, North Ethiopia, again it is correct. Cabo Delgado, it is incorrect. This one is incorrect. It is not in Spain, it is in Mozambique. It is in Mozambique, Africa. Catalonia, it is in Spain. So correctly match, they are asking 1 and 2. That is only 2 pairs are correctly matched. B is the correct answer here. They are politically unrest region, or there is we can say civil unrest going on in the these countries or these regions. So that's why they are in news. Then okay, these were the geography questions. Quickly just verify, after coming outside the examination hall, that these are the answers. Then among the following crops, which one of the most important anthropogenic source of both methane and nitrous oxide? Every year UPSC asks about pollutants, their sources and all. 1 or 2 questions are related to that. So anthropogenic source of both methane and nitrous oxide. So agriculture related, they are asking crops. Okay, and we all know that rice is the substantial or major emitter of, we can say, methane as a greenhouse gas. And along with that, nitrous oxide is also majoritarily released through rice cultivation. So answer here is B, rice cultivation. Then system of rice intensification, again eco-friendly farming practices. Every year UPSC is asking 1 or 2 questions on such kind of practices. Like this one, system of rice intensification. It is being considered as eco-friendly. Like why? Because it helps in water conservation, it helps in, we can say, reduced methane emissions. Along with that, it increases yield also. Yes. So what are the benefits of this? We can say use of system of rice intensification, reduce seed requirements. Yes, it reduces substantial seed requirement of rice. Reduced methane production, this is also true. Why? Because alternate wetting and dry. The methane production or methane emission from rice happens due to paddy fields which are submerged for long period of time. So drying of this means basically it is reducing methane emissions. Then reduced electric consumption, this is also true. Rice cultivation, it is, let's say, irrigated, the fields are irrigated continuously. So what will happen due to drying wetting and drying alternatively used, so the amount of water that is required through irrigation, that will reduce, and therefore electricity consumption will reduce. So all three is correct answer here, D. Then climate action tracker. Okay, climate action tracker, many times it comes in news because we can say climate change and all these things. Basically it let's say monitors the emission reduction pledges of, we can say, COP21 Paris Agreement, and it is not under any, let's say, United Nations framework or we can say UNEP body. Rather it is independent organization which creates database by coalition of research organizations. It is coalition of research organizations and they monitor let's say all these climate actions and reduction of greenhouse gases. Okay, like for example, one of them is climate analytics. This research organization, climate analytics. So this one is correct answer here, A. Now moving on. Now this was unique question. Consider the following statement. The climate group. Now again it is non-profit organization. This one is correct answer. It builds large networks and run them. Then the International Energy Agency. This is incorrect. Okay, the partnership with climate group launched global initiative EP100. So this part is correct, but the agency that is mentioned is incorrect. So that's why answer is, we can say, incorrect here. Specifically it is, let me tell you the name of that agency which is involved here, the Alliance to Save Energy. Which Alliance to Save Energy in partnership with climate group. They have started this initiative of EP100. Basically these are more than 100 private companies which focuses on energy efficiency in their goods production or processing. Okay, it brings together leading companies committed to driving innovation in energy efficiency. This is correct, this is incorrect, this is correct. Then Indian companies, some of them are members of EP100. This is also correct, like Godrej company, Indian company, this is also part of this initiative. Then International Energy Agency is the let's say secretariat to Under 2 coalition. See, Under 2 coalition was also asked in 2020 prelims examination. So again they have repeated, but this is not the we can say secretariat. IEA does not host the secretariat of Under 2 coalition. Rather, for Under 2 coalition, this climate group is having secretariat, the climate group. Okay, so this is incorrect statement. Fifth one. So which are the correct statement here? 1, 3 and 4. So correct answer is 1, 3, 4 only, that is B is the correct answer here. Then if rainforest and tropical forest are the lungs of the earth, then surely wetlands function as kidneys. Why? We have to find the answer. Rather answer is simply, basically wetlands acts as a water purifier. And how they acts as a water purifier? Basically they help in sedimentation, removing sediments in the water. They helps in reducing the heavy elements, okay, harmful elements which are there and nutrients in the water. So aquatic plants absorb heavy metals and excess nutrients, and thereby purification of water happens. So that's why we are saying that kidneys, they act as the kidneys of the world, we can say. Okay, so D is the correct answer here. Then in the context of WHO air quality guidelines, consider the following statement. Last year mains examination straightforward question was there comparing these guidelines with the earlier 2005 guidelines. Now same context, with the same context in the prelims question is asked about this air quality guidelines. Okay, see 24-hour mean for 2.2 PM 2.5 should not exceed 15 microgram per cubic meter, and this 5 for, we can say, annual mean. This is correct statement. Now in a year the highest level of ozone pollution occurred during the periods of inclement weather. Now many students may not have understood this inclement weather. See the meaning in Hindi part immediately. ठीक है, तो वहाँ से आपको समझना चाहिए था. Inclement weather is basically related to cold winds and there is raining. This is inclement, unpleasant weather that is there. Now highest level of ozone is not during, we can say, cold weather, rather highest level is of ozone is observed during summer time. Okay, so this is incorrect statement. This is correct statement. PM10 can penetrate lung barrier and enter bloodstream. This is incorrect. It can penetrate lung barrier, but it cannot enter bloodstream. Rather, which enters bloodstream is PM2.5. So that's why it is incorrect statement. Then excessive ozone is responsible for triggering asthma. This is also correct. Okay, so which are the correct statements here? 1 and 4 only. B is the correct answer. Fine. Then with reference to Gucci, sometimes mentioned in the news, consider the following. Again, it is current affairs based, but it relates to environment section. We will cover this part. So yes, Gucci was in news, sometimes in news उन्होंने बोला है, ठीक है? तो कब था ये न्यूज़ में? March 2022. Recently it was in news. Why? GI tag was given to Gucci. Basically, Gucci is a kind of mushrooms fungus. It is a kind of fungus. So this is correct statement. Then it grows in some Himalayan forest areas. This is true. It grows in foothills of western Himalayas, Himachal Pradesh. Okay, it is commercially cultivated in the Himalayan foothills of northeast India. No, it is not found in northeast India, and you should know that at present it is not commercially cultivated also. Okay, it is not commercially cultivated also. Rather, commercial cultivation aspect is at present at research level for this kind of mushroom. Basically, it is very costly, expensive mushroom variety, wild mushroom variety, having so many nutrients in it. That's why it is costly, and it is not commercially cultivated there. It is naturally collected by the inhabitants of, or we can say the forest people in that region, and it is sold to market. Okay, so yes, 1 and 2 only is the correct answer, C. Then with reference to PET, polyethylene terephthalate, like जो हमारे water bottles होते हैं, Bisleri या बाकी water bottles, they are made up of PET. On that, let's say, what is the question is talking about? Its fibers can be blended with wool and cotton fibers to reinforce their properties. This is true statement. This is correct. Then the containers made of it can be used to store alcoholic beverages. This is incorrect. Alcoholic beverages will have some kind of reaction with this, we can say, material. That's why they are not stored. Alcoholic beverages, they are we can say stored in the metal or tin metals, we can say, containers or glass, not in PET. Then bottles made of it can be recycled into other products. This is true. This is the largest, we can say, recycled plastic variant, we can say PET is there. Then articles of it can be easily disposed by the incineration without causing greenhouse gas emission. Without, this is problematic. You should understand that incineration involves intense heating of, and let's say, we can say intensive burning of particular, let's say, material or goods, and that will result into gaseous emissions. So of course there will be some kind of greenhouse gas emission. So logically you can eliminate 4 here, and yes, 1 and 3 is the correct answer, A. Now, which of the following is not a bird? You should know UPSC has already asked the question on golden mahasir. Basically it is endangered variety of fish, riverine fish found in rivers of southern India like Kaveri river. Okay, so golden mahasir is a famous one. It is fish species, already UPSC has asked. So simply you can eliminate the remaining 3, mark the A as correct answer. It is not a bird. Okay, yes. Now, which of the following are nitrogen fixing plants? Very simple, but you should be aware about the names. This is problem, because so many things are asked, 6 species are asked. Leguminous plants. Okay, so which are the leguminous plants? Nitrogen fixation plants, we can say. Yes, alfalfa is correct. Chickpea, cowpea, they are leguminous plants. Clover is also there, but spinach and kulfa, they are not, and amarnath is also not there. 1, 3, 4 is correct answer. A is the correct answer here. Okay, yes. Now Yes, bio-rock technology is talked about in which of the following situation? Yes, last year or last to last year in mains examination we asked this question in GS test series. That time it was in news, bio-rock technology. It is for restoration of damaged coral reefs. Okay, so they have different kind of cages created and there artificially the damaged coral reefs are protected and they are helped to regrow further. So that's why it is called as bio-rock technology. Okay, yes. Then Miyawaki method was in news recently. It is related to a creation of mini forest in urban areas. It is kind of afforestation technology. Afforestation technology, plantation technology, and yes, in the barren lands in the near the urban areas such kind of forests are cultivated, and this Miyawaki is basically a method developed in Japan by a person named Miyawaki himself. So that's why the name is there. So it is related to creation of mini forest in urban areas. C is the correct answer here. Then which of the following has been constituted under the Environment Protection Act? So again, environment section, law related questions every year UPSC is asking, and especially EPA से related questions हर साल UPSC पूछ रहा है. Now you should know about these organizations. Central Water Commission, or let's say it is basically technical commission, technical or advisory commission. Then Central Groundwater Board is there. It is kind of, we can say, autonomous society under. Then Central Groundwater Authority. This is, we can say, that statutory body. You can use logic. No, authority is generally created by laws. वो लॉजिक भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं और ये आंसर मार्क कर सकते हैं. सी. What is National Water Development Agency? This particular agency is related to implementation of river linking projects in the country. River linking projects in the country. Fine. Then which one of the following best describes the term greenwashing? Yes, many times it is in news. Nowadays, many advertisement by the companies shows that this product is made from, let's say, having minimum impact on the environment, and all these things are there. So basically, many times misinformation is spread, or we can say that the products are shown as eco-friendly and environmentally sound, but it is false impression they are given. So it is called as greenwashing. It is called as greenwashing, the term, conveying false impression that companies' products are eco-friendly and environmentally sound. A is the correct answer here. Then consider the following statement. Gujarat has the largest solar park. Again, it is factual and current affairs based question, but it relates to renewable energy. That's why we can call it as a part of environment section. So Gujarat has largest solar park in India. It is incorrect. Rajasthan has largest solar park in the country. So it is incorrect statement. Kerala has fully solar powered international airport. This is correct. Cochin airport has become the first airport in the world fully solar powered. Goa has largest floating solar photo. This is incorrect. Goa is not having that one. Rather, it is located in Telangana, Pedapalli district in Telangana. Okay, so 1 and 3 is incorrect. We have to find the correct statement. 2 only. B is the correct answer. Fine? Yes. And finally, the last question relates to the protection of animals. With reference to Indian laws about wildlife protection, consider the following statements. Wild animals are the sole property of the government. Yes, this is true, and this has been also accepted, we can say, by and highlighted by several high court judgments also. So this is true, this is correct statement. Now when a wild animal is declared protected, such animal is entitled for equal protection whether it is found in the protected areas or outside. This is also true. Simply, if it is not given protection outside, then what is the need of, we can say, declaring them as a protected animals? Because many of these protected animals like tigers or lions or leopards, basically they venture out from the protected areas. If, let's say, the people start killing them, and if they are not protected, then what is the use? From that logic also we can we can say apply that logic. So 1 and 2, you can see here simply the option is available. Apprehensions of protected wild animal becoming a danger to human is sufficient ground for its capture or killing. This is not the ground for killing here. First of all, the chief warden of wildlife, basically he should be ordering capturing of that animal, and he should be satisfied that the capturing of animal is not at all possible. Then only the order of killing is given. Okay, so that's why this is incorrect. Only A and B is the correct statement here. Fine. So this is the certain species of which one of the following organisms are well known as cultivators of fungi. So fungus cultivators, naturally some of the animals promotes fungus, we can say formation in a particular region, traditionally, naturally we can say, and these species are species of ants, termites. Ants and termites, they promote fungus cultivation, so that's why answer should be A here. Although many students may not be knowing about this, it was completely factual information based question, so that's why so many students may have skipped this, because yes, it is completely factual in nature. Finally, again it is talking about, let's say, basic from NCERT, acid rain. Yes, everyone of us know about acid rain. Basically it is result of, let's say, pollution, atmospheric pollution, due to which gases? Nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide. So nitric acid and sulfuric acid, it is falling on the surfaces, resulting into, we can say, increase in pH levels. pH level less than 5.7 is called as acid rain. So which answer is correct here? 2 and 4, B is the correct answer. Fine. So in this video, just we provided you answer key. Will surely as early as possible will come up with explanation, detailed explanation. We'll try to do some kind of trend analysis also, that will be helpful for those attempting for the next year examination. Fine. Thank you.
Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Study general studies with Lukmaan IAS for building comprehensive knowledge. GS paper 2 and 4 will be taken by S. Ansari, and other papers will be covered by renowned faculties. Live classes are as effective as offline classes. The classes are highly interactive in nature. Your doubts and queries will be addressed, and there will be dictation of notes. In the last 10 years, Lukmaan IAS has set up a niche in the field of UPSC guidance.